Hello everybody, welcome back. Jordan here. Today, Mrs. Bricksie and I are going to be working on improving this area here, which of course is the beach. We recently added some palm trees to this area, also all of our beach cabanas, this bar here, a volleyball game, the old fishing store, and we added some dark tan elements just to make a wet sand effect. We've got quite a few minifigures in here, but it's time to add some more. Also, we want to integrate the new beach surfer house, or surfer beach house, that's probably what it's called, into this area as well. As for now, it's just sort of sitting here. We need to pry off a bunch of the sand elements here, or tan and dark tan elements, and sort of work it in better, probably in this corner here. Now I'm going to build this set right here, which is the People Pack Fun at the Beach. It comes with a huge amount of minifigures, and it's going to help us populate the beach. You probably recognize some of the elements and some of the minifigures found in this set here. That's because I already have one of them worked into this beach area. But either way, I want to increase the population of the beach and put more minifigures out here to create more fun activities. Now this is what all these standard minifigures look like in this set here. And essentially if I remake it as the instructions say, we're going to have a bunch of duplicate minifigures. Conveniently at the back of the instructions it shows all the minifig parts that come with the set, and then it shows a unique way in which you can switch them up to make your minifigures different. So that's what I did here. Now we have some completely different minifigures to add to the beach there, including a lifeguard and many others. So we're going to add these people to the beach, and we're also going to add another volleyball net, another hammock, lifeguard chair, and much more. Also, recently we removed a bunch of the boats from the boatyard and also from the body of water here in the beach as well. And we put those boats over here on this shelf. You can see there's the Pirates of the Caribbean Silent Mary, Couple Friends boats, the Black Seas Barracuda, Metal Beard Sea Cow, and also a deep sea ocean exploration ship. Jose is very detail oriented and she has a lot of patience. Recently, she helped me improve the look of the campground, and essentially a lot of the stuff that you see here, she was in charge of doing that. In particular, she placed the Winnie the Pooh idea set and did a great job of adding all sorts of detail around this set. So she's going to work on the beach details, and I'm actually going to start constructing some stuff underneath the beach, which is going to be our deep sea area. You can see I have some deep sea stuff ready to go here. And in addition to that, I'm also going to include the capsized Silent Mary. So I'm really excited about that. Jose's going to be adding some details to the beach, and she's going to do a fantastic job of that. And I'm going to head into the garage, see if I have any spare melamine that I can create a little platform for the underwater area. So yeah, we're sort of going to be working on different tasks, and they're going to have different roles, and it's going to be a great little cooperative effort here to improve the beach area. So let's get started. Well, I've been working underneath the table here on the deep sea area, using all sorts of slopes and rock elements to cover up the table leg. Jose's been working on some stuff for the beach, and she's building beach blankets, beach chairs, towels, all sorts of cool stuff like umbrellas. Looks like everybody's going to be enjoying the beach, even maybe Robin. Holy smokes, Mrs. Bricksie's as good at making a mess as I am. There are part bins and parts and pieces and pick-a-brick cups and mini builds absolutely everywhere. However, the beach is looking pretty awesome. It's coming along great. And we're about to go to Fabricland. And what we're going to do is we're going to drape fabric along the back here and right there. So it blocks off the underwater area and makes it look like there's an ocean backdrop. Now I've done this in the past with painted wood, and I've also glued fabric to wood. But we're actually going to be doing it a little bit different. We're going to be just draping the fabric, hoping to give it a little bit of just like a textured background like water or an ocean should be. So let's head out to Fabric Land and see if we can find something that'll get that job done. So now we're at Fabric Land, looking for the perfect blue fabric for our underwater area. We found one that might work. Looks pretty water-like, eh? This one looks good too. But Jose seems to think that this one will have more movement in it for us. I don't know, we're just trying to do something different, you know? We decided to keep it simple, and we're probably just gonna get this here. It's got a little bit of texture to it, and it should look good. After a couple days of hard work, Mrs. Bricksie and I have completely upgraded the beach and underwater area. There's so much more than what meets the eye here, and we're really excited to show you all the different stories that are happening here on the beach and all the different details that we added under the water here. Gotta give it to Mrs. Bricksie. She worked really hard on all these details, and she's gonna take the camera here and show you what she's done. So take the floor, Jose.
So the first thing I worked on was kind of excavating all of the sand and getting the surfer beach hut worked into the beach. You can see I leveled it all off so it was even with the sand, making sure the water pieces were there. Adding in all of these trans blue tiles and cheese wedges and all the things. And you can see it's lined up perfectly with the beach, right on the water. You're used to seeing these beach cabanas. They used to be on the other side of the beach, over here by the bait shop. We just moved them over, and then I actually added all of these towels and beds. We had lots of tiled stickered pieces from miscellaneous sets, so I used those to look like fun, cute little towels. Also made some blankets, had people set up. So there's Grandma taking a photo of the grandkids building a sandcastle. My personal favorite, this lady over here with her ice cream and her phone with her boombox and her dog on her pink blanket. And then the flamingo floaty, it's not in use, so it's just parked on the sand there. Of course, what would be a beach without some beach volleyball? We got some dudes over here. This guy's lunging to go grab the volleyball. One of my favorite new areas here is just made a bunch of tables with umbrellas and chairs. And this is sort of just like the eating section on the beach next to the bar. There's even some tables over here and some vendors selling ice cream and hot dogs. So just people having some snacks on the beach. Then of course over here, we've got the beach bum in one of the hammocks. We've got two hammocks and they're just kind of hidden within all of the palm trees. And something I added today was this. It's a little bathroom here. Girl's going inside. And this is her face when she realizes that the person before her didn't flush the toilet. And of course, it just made sense to have eating area, bathroom, bar all close together. And then over here is the rental shop with all the boats. I also added a couple details to the rental shop, including all of that side detail with the flippers, snorkels, vests, and there's even a canoe on the inside or a kayak. Lots of boats on top. Kind of changed up the look of this as well. Have some people coming and going from the beach. Populated the beach with some animals. These guys were here, but I added a fish to his mouth, so why not? Some little crabs. Little turtle family. Love this guy. He's going for a snorkel and he's just diving off the sand. And one of my favorite parts is this little family of dolphins. Got them raised up so they're all jumping out of the water, which is pretty cute. And of course we've still got Moana over here on the edge of the water. We also added some detail to the boardwalk, including flowers and benches. We're going with a very colorful theme here in the beach. So following that same theme on the boardwalk. And I just added a little more to it. Nice and simple. That's about it. We just populated the whole beach. There's sort of little mini scenes going on all over the place.
So that's our beach. It looks amazing. Let's make our way under the table where we have the new and improved deep sea area. Lots of different colors of bushes and plant life to indicate coral reef, or to create coral reef under the table here. The first thing I did was actually build this platform, and the table leg from the table above is actually on the platform. I figured, hey, we may as well cover that up. So I used all these merps and burps and hundreds of slopes, and actually ran out of slopes to cover up that table leg down at the base. And then we used all sorts of colorful plants to make coral reef all throughout. Jose is responsible for the majority of that. Use this old boat hull right here. It's a capsized ship. This is the deep sea base. And there's lots of sharks and aquatic life under here as well. This is from one of the deep sea sets. And then we have our Pirates of the Caribbean Silent Mary here as well. Sharks of all different types and plants of all different types as well. We do plan on adding a lot more in the near future as we progress, making more and more progress down here. But Jose did a fantastic job of coming up with unique and interesting ways of making coral reef, just using the parts and pieces that we have in our inventory, which is good. For example, we have all these 1x1 stud pieces here, and also the 1x1 cylinders with the cheese wedges on top, and then all sorts of sharks, dolphins, and everything all throughout. And we suspended all of our sharks and dolphins and aquatic life, and also our little vessels here, using trans clear 1x1 cylinders and 1x2 bricks as well, depending on the size of the suspended piece. Now there are some things that we want to do. We have a lot more 1x1 lime green studs that we want to create more plant life like this. We have hundreds of them because I bought them on the pick-a-brick wall years ago. And I want to fill this area with more of that style of stuff. And we're going to keep our eye open at the pick-a-brick wall as well to try and scoop up some more parts and pieces to continue adding more plant life down here. Another thing that I want to do is add some lights up here using just some of the Amazon lights, LED light strips, and then you can get a blue light under here. Now we did go to Fabric Land in this video as well, and you can see that fabric is suspended just behind the platform. And Jose did a great job of using the double-sided tape. She's able to make the fabric flow really nicely under here. So that's our deep sea area, lots more work to do. I really like the rocks going around the table leg. I thought that was a clever way to cover it up and actually add a nice texture to the underwater area. And just the amount of activity, sea life, sunken ships and everything like that really make it stand out and look pretty awesome. But it does need some additional LED lights. So there's our freshly updated beach and also deep sea area. Thanks a lot for stopping by today. Have yourselves a fantastic one. Remember to like and subscribe for some more great stuff coming out here in the very near future. Take care.